Hey guys, welcome back to MainDeck Masters. My name's Dave here, and I'm going to be going over building ZAFT for GD03. My versions, honestly, are my biased opinions. Of course, you might build it differently. Can't wait to see them when the set releases. I'm just going to be going over it, trying to build it live for you, or recording it as if it were live. But going into it, I think, obviously, we are going to be including 4 copies of Good Old Buster Gundam. We're going to be playing in probably some dual Gundams. I'm just going to put in play sets of these cards. We got Buckyu in there as well. Buckyu is good. We're going to be probably throwing in 2 to 3 copies of Andrew. Definitely playing at least 3 Gamaos. Going down, we're going to go into the GD03 cards here. We're going to definitely throw in Providence. Start with 4. We're probably going to take that down a little bit. But moving on from there, use active, 5 or less. I don't think we're going to be playing Ezak in this list, or if we are, it's going to be like very few. We are going to play Rao at 4. 4 is good for that card. I don't know what that card does. Warped Intent, all your units paired with a pilot get +2. Maybe. We're definitely going to look into having that card. That card seems really good. Human Karma. No. What does this card do? It was Mafty. Don't care about that. We like close combat. Alright, and we're definitely playing 4 Atherin. I'm going to put in 3 Versailles, but I know we're not going to be playing 6 bases. So I think that is it. Alright, so currently we have the build. I like sorting by level, descending. I like seeing my highest level stuff up first. So obviously we're playing Armed Providence. We're probably going to end up playing 3. Buster is a very big part of this. Dual Gundam is a very low drop that comes down that links with any ZAFT unit. So it'll link with Rao, Atherin, and Andrew. Andrew being a big part. So Buckyu is here as help for Buster. Kind of help get that early boost, would say. Now I'm thinking we are going to be playing some MA modes. Probably about 3 to 4. I'm going to throw 4 in there for right now. And we're going to be looking for more cards that link with ZAFT. So the one that comes to mind immediately, my good buddy here, Legao. Legao is insane. 4 of Legao. I love Legao so much. If this unit has 5 or more AP and is attacking an enemy unit, which means you can link it with Atherin, and it will attack an active enemy unit that is level 5 or lower. It will deal 2 damage to a enemy unit of your choice. So it doesn't have to be one you're attacking. It could be, but it's just nice. It's a very early game. If you lay it down turn 2, going second, your opponent has to respond to it. Your opponent has to have an answer for it. Otherwise, the next turn, it's just going to come in swinging because you're probably going to drop a Buster Gundam or a Buckyu, a Versailles, or you could just have the nuts. You could have an Andrew. You could have another duel. You could even get their EX base with Gamao as well. So I think those are really solid. And I like Blitz. Blitz is nice. However, we're not playing Nicole. So if it drops it by itself, get Providence on board with pair, I feel like Blitz is a little too ambitious. We already have 23 units in the deck. We only have 6 slots left if this is how we're going to have it. I think we're going to bring it down to 2 Gamao because we already have 4 Aegis and 4 Duel. So that's our breach package right there. Having Gamao, though, helps us get rid of the 6 HP bases easier with the breach. And sometimes we might not want the breach because there might be a Argama on the board as well. So this is kind of like the core. We have 20 units over here, or 20 cards here in the pilot's bases and commands, 23 units. And now it's time for us to make some decisions. where do we want to take our second color? And also, do we even want to play this card Eliminate Target? It is a little ambitious. I could see us maybe not playing this. So I'm going to remove it from the deck. We have an extra 9 slots available to us. If we wanted to play Blitz, we could and play Nicole. However, Nicole is very, how would I put, underwhelming. Choose one enemy unit with 2 attack power or less. Deal 2 damage to it. Only good early. However, it does give a little bit of a bump in the butt. But no attack power buff on it, though, makes it a little hard to justify just to have the link for Blitz. So I think if we want to play Blitz, Blitz is at most a 2 of. But even then, a level 4 3 cost for a 3/3, I don't think it's going to cut it. The first strike is very nice, but if we have space, I think we'd rather have other options in the deck. So I think 5 bases. We have 2 close combats. We could get away with playing in Battle of the Aces or 2. Where are we at? Battle of the Aces. I win 2 of those just to have it in there because, being able to deal more damage to something after Legout or even Providence does its effect. It's pretty strong. And now, where do we want to take the other color? So we got ZAFT. We have 43 cards in here. We have 7 slots. A lot of people like to play it with white. Some people will be like, oh, well, we're playing ZAFT. We already have Atherin, so we could just play like 2 to 3 copies of Justice with the overflowing affections in there. And and they're not wrong for these options. These options are very solid. These options are good. However, I feel like when you're playing ZAFT, you don't want to be discarding cards. You are not trying to loot your way through. You need to take all of the value for all of your cards. So I don't think we go with the Justice package. I'm a big fan of playing blue in the ZAFT deck, because it gives you access to 3 copies of Show Resolve that you would need to maybe push the draw power in and maybe get ahead or come back into or solidify a lead that you wouldn't be able to accomplish with the overflowing affection because you have to discard the card. So you're not really netting another card, you're just looting 2. So after that, we need to decide what the other 4 cards in the deck are going to be. So we're at 46 out of 50. Do we want more pilots? I don't think so, because we already have a total of 11 pilots, because we have 4, and we have 3 Andrew. Andrew is a ZAFT pilot, links with Duel, Legao, Buster, or not Buster. It gives the coordinator during pair bonus to Buster when paired with it, and then he requires Rao. But Rao is a ZAFT pilot, so Rao links with Duel and Legao. Does not give Buster his coordinator pair pilot effect, so because he is not a coordinator. So we're going to look at the rest of the blue cards, see if we can't maybe come up with something to gain our advantage a little bit more. There is options for Dramatic Turnabout. Choose 1 friendly damage unit. It recovers 2 HP, then draw 1. And in the burst, you will also draw 1. So this is a big maybe here. I like this as a maybe. And then looking at the rest of the cards, we have Repair 2. We got the new cards out of here. When a unit to repair, it's just a big repair package. Block or repair. So we're looking for something in the lower end, honestly. So maybe not in the level 3 requirements there. Maybe we're looking for something that might be level 2. And do we even need it to be blue? We could just go back to red. And I think that might be what we're going to do, because none of these... Because we definitely want a unit. We definitely want a unit. The only options I could see maybe being are like Gun Tank. Gun Tank would be good here. I think Gun Tank is great because it helps get the ping on some of the other stuff. It's a low-cost body. And it's also a shield breaker as well. It just comes in for 1. Shields only have 1 HP. So I think Gun Tank would be solid. But let's see. It comes 2-1, a 1-2. All your other ZAFT units. Choose one ZAFT base card. Friendly ZAFT unit. One of your units. Is it really that useful to get the gun tank? So let's go back over to red. We're going to look at red again. We're going to look at a low cost. So we're going to... We're trying to get a unit. So we're going to look at units. Preferences is the wrong word. Filter. We're going to look for unit. We're going to look at level 1, 2, and 3. Save. Oh, no, not save. We're just going to look. So, level 1, 2, and 3. Red units. We already have Duel. We already have Legao. We already have Buckyu. So let's see. Got a Zaku Mariner. This guy doesn't do that. Doesn't do enough for us. Only the support 1 doesn't get us there. Goon 1-1 for a 1-2. No. Xeno is nice. Xeno is a level 2 cost. It comes down as a 2-1. It does link with ZAFT, and when it's battling an enemy unit that has level 2, that is level 2 or lower against first strike. So that's any token, Zawart, any of the 2/2 bodies that come down, like Gray's Custom, GM, all of those it'll get first strike against. We also have Din, which is a 3/2 2-drop, level 2 2-drop. It's not bad. Let's see, we got the Gin long range Renaissance type. If this unit has 5 or more AP and is attacking an enemy unit, you draw 1. Doesn't link. It's a level 2 cost. It's a 1/1. So I don't think this is going to be good enough because it is just very susceptible to being pinged out and close combats, all-out range assaults, just gun tank, Anksha, good cards that are currently being played. So I don't think this card kind of sees the light of day yet. Maybe in a future deck we might be able to do it. Maybe in 2v2. I don't know. Let me know if you have any success with that. We always have options to Gin as well. Gin is good. It's that level 2 1 cost 2/2 that we were talking about that we can get first strike with the other dude. And that's pretty much it. I mean, we have Miguel's Jin. During pair, when destroyed, if you have another link in play, you draw 1. It's a level 3, or it's a level 2 cost 3/1 that links with Miguel. But we don't want to play Miguel. It doesn't link with Rao, Athrun, or Andrew. So what are we thinking here? We're thinking that we want to have something on the lower end. We might not play all 4. So I think we might just go with Xeno for that first strike. I think that first strike would be nice. So because if they have like the blocker tokens, the Ale Strike, Launcher Strike, or Sword Strike, the 4/2, 2/4, and 3/3 tokens from Striker Pack, this card will probably be able to knock out the Sword Strike. But if you have like say Providence out, you can definitely use this, link it with Athrun to get one of those out of the way first. No matter which one it is, if you have Athrun and Providence, it'll swing for 5 with first strike at any token and anything level 2 or lower. So I think it has definitely some value here as like maybe a 3 of in the deck. So now we're at 26 units. We have 1 slot remaining. Do we want to just go for all of our units? Or do we want to try to control a little bit, maybe play another copy of Close Combat, maybe play another copy of Show Resolve to get some draw effects, or maybe another copy of Battle of the Aces. But I think we're good on units. 26 units. We're all taking favorable trades for the most part. So I think maybe going for something else down here would be probably a little bit more beneficial. The dramatic turnabout, I'm thinking, is giving me good vibes. It helps me. It would help keep some of the bigger dudes alive. It would help maybe keep Buster alive if they swing into Buster. Maybe keep Dual Gundam around, Aegis, Providence, definitely. So, but we also could just play a single copy of Blitz. We could just play a single copy of Blitz, or play 2 copies of Blitz, maybe take out an Aegis Gundam, maybe try to keep our level 4 cost curve a little bit lower. But yeah, I think I'm going to go with 2 copies of Blitz. And the reason for that is giving first strike is huge. Being able to swing at something with first strike is very good. I think that is the definite play here. We're going to get rid of this level filter on here, and we're going to drop in 2 copies of Blitz. We're going to take out an Aegis Gundam, and I think this is going to be the list here. This list looks pretty solid. I know it's mono red with a feature of blue for the show resolve, but this is usually where I tend to take the ZAFT list. ZAFT list tends to want to work together with ZAFT units, especially when you're going the more support route, trying to get to that 5 AP mark. And Andrew helps out with that tremendously, and so do these Buster and Bucky's. They help you get to that 5 AP requirement for Legao, Dual Gundam, and the Providence. You can definitely get there to get at least 2 damage to 3 damage on something, potentially 4 damage on something if you have the linked Buster and a Versailles to grab from your link target. So this is what I'm thinking for a ZAFT deck in post GD03. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and if you like this sort of content, let me know as well. Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. See ya.